We are back in the world of shapes. What the hell are we doing in the world of shapes? We are making colors. What colors? We're going to make yellow. We're going to make white. That's it. Those are the colors. Okay, cool. So we already have green over here. I might just be able to use this same green because I doubt I'm using like any of it. Like if we look at these, they're barely even moving. All right. But what if we use a lot of it when we start mixing color? Then we'll mine more. Not worried about it. For right now, let's worry about getting a mixing station. What does that entail? That entails a platform. This platform. You. Okay, paint things. Paint things are right here. Color mixer. What does a color mixer entail? So we're going to take 375 liters per minute, 750 liters per minute. Okay. 375 makes 750. The real question is, what does an extractor, a pump, do? A pump does 375 liters per minute. Huh. So 375, 750, 1500. The main thing is every one of these does 2 of these. Correct? I think so. And that is one whole line. In total, we need 16 lines. If we're going to do like a full thing, which I'm probably not going to do a full thing, especially it's taking 2 different colors. Oh, so yeah, if I was going to do a full thing, it would actually be 2 belts of input. Let's think about this. What do I want to think about? So the outputs could just go out here and we do the inputs from the sides maybe. That's, well, I mean, I can do this however I want. So you. Right now, I'm going to do one of you right here, one of you right here. Flip you. Why am I flipping them? I don't know. I don't know. Let's think about this. So this one, Control C, flip it. So if I did it like this, then it could go like that. Then this one somehow has to connect. Are there ways? So we go up. Oh, and then you go down. Got it. Super simple. Super simple. And now we have 2 layers of going up, which seems overpowered. Super overpowered. 2 layers of going up means that I can basically have as many of these machines as I can fit, as I want to fit. So I am going to have to think about this a bit. Really, I don't even need this to be 2 lines. We could handle all of the lines up above on the... I have to think about that. So, that one, this one. Technically, I could fit one more. Do I want to fit one more? So the amount of output, 750. One line can handle, 7,200. That's a weird number. 1,500. Come back over here again. 7,200. $375, $750, $1,500, $3,000, $6,000. $6,000 feels like a nice round number to work with. How much can this handle? We don't. Oh, 36. Hey, that's. No, that would be 6 times these. So right now. Oh, one of these can actually handle 6 of these. I didn't realize that. I don't really need to set up 6 because we're not using anywhere near that. Times 12. What does the times 12 part mean? 36,000 liters per minute times 12 because there are 12 different lanes. Is that what that means? The big thing is this pipe can handle a stupid amount of liquid. Stupid amounts. Okay. So maybe I don't worry about it too much and we just make this like as much as I can basically, which feels like a lot. All right. So this one. This is my input. And we can't just go up immediately, right? Let's go down. No, it has to be able to connect. So you do have to come in one, looks like, and then come up. Yeah, because that does connect. So this, it's weird that it does it solid to liquid. It's very weird. It just treats it like a solid. Which, at least that's better than the way that Satisfactory and Factorio like fake physics. Okay, I do like that they just turn it into a solid. I mean, they don't, but they're treating it like a solid. I would rather you abstract it away than, like, do it poorly. I don't know. I'm happy with that. The weird thing is, how do you handle, like, 4 of these coming in? I don't know. Really don't know. Maybe because it's so much liquid, you just don't worry about it too much. I need to worry about it. For right now, I can always redo it later. For right now, I think I'm just not going to worry about it too much. Okay. All right. So, what I want is this one to come in, to come up. So are you going to come right back down? Not what I meant to do. So then, why would I go up at all? I don't have to go up. But, I mean, we're going to be going up a bunch anyways. That's not where I meant to go. That's where I meant to go. That doesn't want to connect to that. So this is not a good way to do that. Okay. I'm learning. I mean, it's kind of fine. I'm learning. What I'm learning is that you don't want to flip them like that so that they can share an input because they don't connect the way that I would want. So instead, I can fit an extra one, which is nice. So now we can fit 7 of these? Yeah, 7. And you would just go right there. Oh, but I just said that won't connect as an input. Huh. And go up. Will it? No. So, that means that we do have to shift them. So we get 6 of these. That's fine. I can work with that. That was what I was trying to figure out. And this should be enough room that if I wanted to, so with 6 of these. Why can't that connect? That should be able to connect. That. Oh. Okay. Okay. Trying to do this more compact than it has to be, so that would that work? only if this can also go straight. Can you also go straight? So the answer is no, which means that this is nice and simple. So instead of doing it the way that I'm trying to do it, we do have to give this a little bit of space. Huh. Yeah, but that's still not going to work. It does not like doing those down junctions. Huh. Okay. Come back up. So, we're just going to go straight, and then we're just going to branch off here and go down. All right, that's what we're going to do. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. Come back up. That was not what I meant to do. These ones. This one at the end goes in like that. Is that what I want? I think so. The only thing is... what? Only thing is... we need space up here, which is fine, because I'm not even using all the space up here. So, this would have to go back one further. True? I feel like there's a more compact way to do it. It's coming from the other side, now that I think about it, not from here. God, I keep going back to the shared inputs, which now I could do the shared inputs. Do the shared inputs help? Let's think about it. Control X, flip it. So the shared inputs would be like that. No, shared inputs do not help, unless I'm going to space it out. Think about it some more. Flip it. So I would have to be able to plug into this. How do you plug into that? I can easily do it if I leave more space. Am I trying to fit more than 12 of these on one platform? I don't think so. If I'm not trying to fit more than 12, then you can go up. Oh, but that doesn't work. It would work if we went one further back. That's an ugly junction. Why does that have a coupling on it and the others didn't? Explain yourself. Explain that coupling. Why are you there? Keeps doing it. That bothers me. And I don't see a great reason for this. I'm still gonna have to combine up the outputs. We can always use the third level for that. Yeah, to me, this just feels worse. Okay. I just wanted to decide before I go and design it all. I think what I actually like is this to be moved back one. And then we just go down and connect. And that's what I want. Which is nice and simple. Super simple. This one. So we would do this. I will have to connect up some pipes. That one. These ones. And I can get rid of that pipe. Alright, and then I just have to worry about the outputs. I'm trying to think if I should like connect up all 4 of these. It's weird, but maybe. And then send that up. And then do the same with the outputs. Because otherwise, I have to deal with like independent outputs, which feels like a hassle. Just merging them all into a single manifold makes more sense to me. Did they have to come out to the side like this? I don't know. But it works. So we would do the same here. And I'm down. This one, this one, this one. These come up. This comes over. So I did want to get a second set of 6. But I don't know if I need to. These ones. Huh. Four-way junction. Getting a second set of 6. Question is why? 750, 1500. We already have 4500 here. And I would just get more of these. These, half of these are backwards. That's a problem. So, there we go. There we go. There we go. These ones all face the right way. These ones. Input. I mean, it doesn't look that hard to get the other 6 on here because we could connect these same tubes. What does that do for me? It gets me a lot more. I just don't know if I'm going to need that much fluid output anyways. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it. So this is a mixer. Yes. And we can always change it later. Control S. Mixer. You are 1 dot. Paint. Mixer. This one. So a paint mixer is this one. Save it. And then we want blue and green. Sounds good to me. Or, no, green and red. Also sounds good to me. This one. Do it from right there. Let's scoot this down one. So we're expecting this to give yellow. And then I would introduce the one other color, which is RGB, blue. And then we expect to get white. Hey, that looks like yellow. Ooh, that's producing way slower than I expected. Think. Can always plug in more. So, we would do another of these, and that would go right here. And that would be for blue, which is all the way down here. Then why am I doing this right here? I don't have to be doing it right here. Especially the green's already running down. Oh, the blue's already running up. Okay, wait. If the blue's already running up. These don't take up that much space, it looks like. We'll see. This stupid underground. I hate it. There's not a good way for me to get around doing the undergrounds. But I want to leave them out of things that I'm copying and pasting when possible. If I'm using them more just for routing things, then that's not such a big deal. Because the routing's always going to have to be custom. Alright, so this green. This green. Looks fine to me. And then we're trying to get this blue. This blue. So we're just going to go under, then come up, and then go into there. And then this is white. So I will want, yeah, more of these for the white. Because otherwise, half of it's going to get used for yellow. Half of it's going to get used for white. No! Control Z. This one. To get that output. The yellows. I'm going to scoot this over a bit, I think. Which really means I'm going to scoot these over. I'm going to put these right here. Yes. Come up, we are up a level. Alright, so the reds. Now we can go down. That's what I want. Alright, this one. That is exactly what I want. So now, if I wanted even more yellow, and then I could have more whites, is there any reason not to just set it up right now? Not that I can think of. We should go down a level. These ones are going to require going underground, I think. Let's just set up 4 of these. Alright, let's connect this up. This one. Then let's come under here. Go up, come over. Go under this one. Did I leave room? Almost. So, what is it that we're doing exactly? The greens are coming in from the other direction, but they don't have to be. Okay, I think that works fine. It does work fine. This one. So really, this can go like this. But we want to be on the right level. No, they are down there. Weird. Okay, so these come up and then go like that. Beautiful. And I can branch off of the yellow, in theory. And we've got the white coming out over here. And what am I doing with that? I don't know yet. So the white, it's all a mess. White is there, the yellow. I guess the real question is, do I want a dedicated yellow as well as the dedicated white? And the answer might be yes. Also, this doesn't actually connect. That feels like a problem. It's a solvable problem. Alright. An easily solvable problem, it just makes things less clear to see. Alright. Why don't I flip this? Control X, flip it. I prefer that. Come up. This one. Supposed to connect there. Does that connect there? No, it doesn't connect there. The undergrounds are still weird. That one. This one goes like that. Beautiful. So now, this one. That is what I want. And then I was deciding if I wanted a dedicated yellow. There's no way this provides enough yellow. I'm guessing it provides about a quarter of the yellow that these would actually need. If that's the case... And I really should make these twice as big. So these, oh, it would help if I actually had them hooked up. I don't care about doing the math. I really don't care about doing the math. So my current thought is I'm supplying more blue than I am yellow. So we want to go down a level. This one. Control C. This one. Everything is a mess. Control X, flip it. I like it, I think. Come back up. So that goes there. That's my red input. Green. Green can go right there. That's my green. And this is the yellow. The yellow is a mess. The yellow is going to have problems escaping. I mean, there are good ways to escape. I would have spread this out more, but for some reason I decided to build this in the middle of everything. All right, you're just going to go right there. You're going to come over here. Then you're going to come over here. Then you're going to come up. And then, look, we've got white, we've got yellow. Perfect. And I still have 1,100 of these left. And we have 44 research points. How the hell does that work? Don't know. Let's see if we start getting yellows and whites. Technically, this should make more white paint than the yellows, because half of its paint it's getting from blues. And this should make... should make lots of paint, really. I think the biggest thing is that we just don't have enough. So we would need more green and red on the lines. And it seemed like you could just have a stupid amount of these. Because we said 1,500 for each row. So we said 6,000 per block. And I think it said that you could have 36,000 times 12. So really, it should be 10 of these without having to go up or down a level, I believe, which seems very excessive. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could have 3 more. That many. So I believe that's one full belt of green fluid. I believe. And then we would do the same with the red. Is the red being used for anything other than this? No. Let's see if it ends up with shortages of any of them. It looks like even this is probably plenty, but maybe it had a shortage of the green for a while or something. I doubt we're going to be using this much even. All right, so now I'm supposed to look for flowers. Flowers and this one. That is one of the pieces that we want. There's another of those. So where are my miners? My miners are right here. This one. That should be enough of those. And that wants to become yellow, which is over here. Cool. And then a flower. My flowers are coming from up here. Crap. Oh no, they're on a stupid train. God, it would be so much easier if I didn't put the flowers on the stupid train. I put the flowers on the stupid train. Why did I put the flowers on the stupid train? I hate trains. I hate trains. They're coming off over here, but it seems really weird to backtrack that much. I could make yellow or white down here. I don't even know which of these is being used by what because of the stupid trains. So, what's being used by what? This is doing an up-down of some kind. I don't know what the hell you're doing, video game. Why did I ever do trains? Alright, so these are going into red. Those reds, if we look at the operator, those reds look like they're going onto this piece, which I'm not even turning in anymore. So I probably don't even need those. But it feels really weird to ship those down by train and then send them back up. Because it is weird. And stupid. Really, really tempted to delete the train right now. I have enough platforms. It just adds complexity without actually giving a benefit, and I don't know how to calculate the throughput. So like right now, I don't even know how many exactly I'm sending. I guess we can check the output from the trains. But why am I adding this link in between? That could just be a pain, and it's a pain to plug into and modify. I don't like it. I think that's why they add the train stations, but still. I don't understand. Like, it would be so much easier to do an up and an up down and all the things and just branch off and have 3 branches of these on a single line. I don't understand. Trying to think why I shouldn't just delete the train, and I'm not coming up with any answers. So, what we're gonna do is delete the train. Delete. That was easy. It was so easy. This one. Delete. Come over here. So this was sending 2 lines of those. No, I think it was only sending 1 line, really. I think it was lying and acting like it was sending 2 lines. So we have enough miners to send 4 lines of these, which would be cool. Supposed to be painting these white. All right. What we're going to do is delete this train as well. I do want to plug those back in, probably. And they slow down around curves. God, I hate trains. Trains should, in theory, like, if the game's made any kind of sense, have significant advantages over the belts. But they don't. They should, though. Okay, so this is where we connect back up to belts. Especially, these ones have basically highway belts, and the highway belts are super overpowered. So, what we're trying to do is just run. I don't even think I need to run 2 lines. I think one belt full of the whites will be plenty. Right now, am I just using two? I think I'm just using 2 lines right now. If I'm just using 2 lines, then I should just be able to run one down. Come over here. Get rid of this. All right. So what we want to do is come back up and then do a down. Blueprints. A down. This one. A down. That one, that one, that one. I should set this up to be a 4 down. It's really not a big deal. Okay, it's not a big deal till we're trying to get back to this. And then I have to do an up. Up, up, up. And I do have to connect this. So let's come up here. And really, we only need 3 sets of these now. This goes right there. These get deleted. All right, blueprints. We want an up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why wouldn't I just do that further up? I would do it further up. Right there. It's beautiful. Come to this, zoom out, hit 1. Alright, so now I want an up. Didn't I design those? It would be a 2 up. We did. So now, if I look at this line, we should very quickly end up with 3 full things of them. Let's make sure this one looks like it's working. Beautiful. And then we just run this down. And I can curve now, and it's no big deal. I don't have to curve. Especially, this is like way out in the middle of nowhere, but I could curve. All right, let's just come to here. And this is perfectly lined up, which is less than ideal, but that's fine. We can curve over. So this wants to connect to this one. I believe? Looks right to me. And this is splitting off from the up, but we also have the up. And the up wants to come off where these paint lines are, which seems so much easier than doing it with a train ever would be. So I will need a down. Down. Just trying to think where I want it. All right. The big problem with these is if I'm trying to like put a new thing on the down, then I do have to put a transfer for the other 2, which I could do. So you could do a transfer exclusive of the up, or of the up, or of the down. Of the normal. I'm wrapping my head around it. So we want, where's my 2 down? I don't have a 2 down. Huh, okay. We'll make one. So you are going to be a down, which just means what? Just means delete that. Delete all of this. So up, down, down, down. It's beautiful. You are Control S, A, 2 dot. Down, down. Symbols. You are a down, down. Save. We need 4 of those. Control X. Operator. We're up to 55,000 of these. Okay, that sounds expensive. That's fine. So this was all just to get flowers. So 3 full lines of flowers. We're using 2 of them, except we're not actually using them. But whatever, we're sending them over here. If I want to plug them back in, we can. These need to go become white. So let's do that. I have plenty of platforms, but why wouldn't I just stay underground once I get here? So let's do that, because I have to do it manually, that's why. And then let's come up, and then you can just turn right away. Cool. The other one that I wanted was right here. So now we need a 4x paint. And if I go to blueprints, do we have a 4x paint on here? We have a paint. I don't know if that's the same as a 4x paint. It's not. Blueprints. 4x paint. Blueprints. This one. There is the number 4. So I could just put 4 paintbrushes, but I think if I put 4x, then I would always know that that's for 4 of these things. I'm assuming there's the letter X, but that's a bad assumption. There is A, B, C, D. 0 through 9. Fine. We're just going to do 4 paint. Save. Do I want to put this here? Probably. It's probably more useful than the paint, really. 4x paint. And this, we have to go down a level. So, I want to paint one of them white, one of them yellow. The yellow is supposed to be you. Huh. That can go right here is fine. And then the white can go wherever it needs to go. And then we're going to stack them. That can go right here, seems fine. And then, do I have a 4x stack? I still haven't made a 4x stack, and I don't know why. So I should just do that. 4x stack is what this is. We have to go down a level. I am down a level. Okay, so this, Control S, 1 dot, 4x stack. This has a 4, this has a stack. Save it. And that doesn't matter who's on top. We're going to need another stacker afterwards. So yes, the yellow wants to be on the top. The top is the bottom. Top is the bottom. So this is correct. Top is the bottom. Correct? Somebody making this all a mess. I need to go back to this one, back to this one. Come up, hit 1. That one. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so that is my stacker. We need white to go in here. We need yellow to go in here. We need this to plug in here. And then we need this to plug in to this one. If that's the case, Do I want to flip that? Kind of. I would like to flip this. Flip it. Are the outputs on the wrong side now? Yes, they are. Fine. Alright, come up. Maybe I don't care about the outputs that much. It's a small thing. I guess I don't. Bugs me a little, but I don't actually care. So what we wanted was for this to go like that. Then this one is less than ideal. It just happens to be in line. Fine. Come over here. Go down a level. This comes up a level. Go down a level. Go down a level. There we go. Alright. That should be everything that I want, but the flowers are going to take forever to flow because I unplugged the train, so now the belt has to make it all the way down here. The yellows are going to end up on top. Yes, they are on top. And then all of this has to get stacked on top of the green plus blue. The green plus blue is currently getting plugged in somewhere. So the green plus blue was being made right here. So we can just break this. Control Z. We can break that right there. I am going to want to plug right back into that, really. I'm going to come under here. Makes sense to me. These ones. Okay. These ones are going to go into another blueprint or X stack. So the top for these is these ones. It's perfect. We go down a level. Why did I do these as undergrounds? Because something had to be underground. I think that's why. Alright. But I'm kind of surprised I didn't do the outputs as the undergrounds and the inputs as the above grounds. Just to simplify things, but whatever. Here we are. Okay. So this just needs to plug right back in to here. And that's going on in up. If I want to have still the same number, no, it's an extra intersection. Why the hell am I going up there? Because it made sense before. All right, we've got time before those pieces, before the flowers make it all the way over here anyways. So let's clean this up. I hate trying to clean up these under pieces. All right, now we can come back up. The under pieces. Hit X. The under pieces. There we go. Come back up. These ones. That's what I want. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. I think that is beautiful. We'll see if it actually works. It should. It bugs me that I put the input as an underground and I saved that as my blueprint. But up here, yeah, normally I would do the outputs in a uniform way, I think. Oh, I just didn't think before I copied them. I could fix it. Could fix it. Could fix it. Do I want to fix it? I kind of want to fix it. So, if we're going to fix it. But this one is a bad example to do the fix with. Whatever. We're waiting on things to run their course anyways. So, if I was going to fix it, we would be in the up. In the up, but not in the up. Wait, can you go to the up? No, there's no up here. There's only up and down here. Got it. What I want is that. It's beautiful. So, for inputs, I want the inputs to go like this. Here, let's delete this just so that I can see what's going on. That one, that one, that one. This makes more sense to me. Now, do I want to have them how? I think I just want to do it like this. No, because it does need to go one further forward. That's what I want. So you are taking up a little bit more space than I would prefer. Like, just this is sticking out a little bit more than I would want. And I could make it stick out less. So let's do that. It can go this way, go like that. Then this is where if I could like color code things, I would like this to be red, 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 this to be green, this to be blue. Or the other way around. Green would probably be the top one, so green on the bottom. I should switch these. All I have to do is change the inputs. It wouldn't even be hard to do that, would it? Would it be hard to do it? Yeah, but then I'm gonna get mixed up because I've been doing bottom is top for a while. But I always forget it. Side is top. Really, I should have the output. Oh, but then I wouldn't know which is bottom and which is top, really. This feels like it is bottom to me. If it is bottom, delete. If you are bottom, so this one goes to where? You go right here. Looks right to me. Fix that corner. Wait, no. Hit V. That is not where that one goes. That one, I mean, it's kind of close. So these would all get fixed. Let's see if I can actually do this. So, you. Stop. Hit C. There we go. That's what I want. You. Hit C. Hit C. But why wouldn't I just flip these? I mean, I could flip them. Doesn't matter. The bigger thing is, I would have to go and fix this everywhere that I have these, which would be a total hassle, but I should have just fixed them from the start. Then it wouldn't be a hassle. So that would be my correct way of stacking. And then I would just have to remember that I switched it. Oh, it's such a hassle. Such a hassle. This is totally going to trip me up. It's fine. So blueprints. There's some way to just update. If we go down a level. Now, Control C. If I select this and do Control S. Tips, replace existing blueprints by using the replace button during editing. Yeah, but that seems like it's not actually a thing. So let's go see. Blueprints is 4x stack. That's what I want. I want to replace it. Contents replaced. Save. 4x stack. Okay, it does seem like it saved it. So the bottom is on the bottom, exactly like you would expect. All right, so this one, Control C, this one, and go to blueprints. So now just a regular stack. This one, right click, replace, contents replaced, save. So now if I go to blueprint and I go to stack and I place it, top on, well, side on top, bottom on bottom. It's beautiful. I'm not going to go fix all my others. Probably. Am I going to go fix all my others? No. Hey, look, the parts are flowing. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's going to take so long for this one to actually make it all the way to where it needs to go. But once it gets there, the throughput should be, like, pretty decent. Let's go check the yellow and the white. I expect they're not a problem, but yeah. I mean, we would know if it's starting to drain because you would see these starting to, like, drain out. If they stay backed up forever, then I'm producing excessive amounts. They wouldn't necessarily, like, drain out right here. They would drain out at the last one, and that would be the sign that I'm using more than I'm producing. But really, all of these should be backed up. Wait. Okay. When I zoomed out, they took off the paint colors. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, you're going into an up-up. We have 54 of these. We have all of the platforms. Milestones. The next milestone looks super simple. So we're going to make a teal, we're going to make a yellow, we're cutting up a flower into a splay. So I could just cut a flower in half, and then we've already got a splay thing. We have to make 7,000, 7,000, 45,000. And for every one of these, it wants... This one looks weird. What is underneath this? Layer view. There is something hidden underneath. What is that? What are these? Explain yourself. I don't know what you are. Those are like stanchions. Delete. What are you? You're a P-dash. Explain yourself, P-dash. Pin pusher. Oh. It's a new thing. Explain yourself. Current goal. Milestones completed. So, wait, I never turned in the white. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Mistakes have been made. Let's go look at the milestones. I have to turn in the whites, then I have to turn in the white plus yellows. Okay, we have a small problem. Houston, we have a problem. And there's a huge delay between me actually doing this and them registering. Oh, so those... So if I had vortex trains, I can see an argument for having trains that just bring it, like, from this area to wherever they get turned in. Here, a little bit. But I would want them, I don't know. Really, I want to be able to insert directly into the vortex with the trains. Then they make perfect sense to me. Also, yeah, we've got so much junk. I never hooked up these top ones up here. Not that we need to have. But, I mean, that would have been good to do. Up. That will help clear off the belts quicker. So yeah, I actually do need to do that, because otherwise the belt's only running at 3/4 speed. The next big things to do would actually be tasks, milestones, upgrades. Getting these belt speed upgrades sounds really good to me. That will mess with the math on everything, and at some point I might need to figure out, it costs 50 for the next one? For right now, I'm just going to let them be inefficient, but I'm hoping the belt speed means that I have less of a delay at least. Even if they're not all producing at perfectly 100%. Alright. So, I could start working on the next piece while I wait, but first I have to do this. Then I have to plug in this one. Which is also going to be a pain. And then I have to remember that I cut things right here and right here. And I kind of have to estimate, like, when I have 6,000 of these flowed. And I think we're doing 120 times 4. Like, we're still doing the old belt speeds because I'm not filling this belt. 120 times 4 is 240, 480 times another. Was it 120? Upgrades. That sounds weird. Yeah, I guess it was, because now it's 150. 120 times 4, 480. So, just short of 2,000 per minute. Just short of 2,000 per minute means that we should be delivering like 3 minutes worth of these? Something like that. They are flowing. So, how long have I had this hooked up? Is the question. And if the answer is 3 minutes, then what? Then I should switch it over to the yellow plus white stacked. But if the answer is less than 3 minutes, then I should let it keep running. So I need like a timer thing, or a way to see my time. Probably. Settings, continue. Settings, do you have something that shows current time? Max RAM, megahertz, 32 times a bunch. Processor, none of that, looks like time. 60 FPS. Camera snapping, 30-degree default. Camera speed, ooh, you can make the camera zoomy. Zoom to cursor. Zoom to, look, they do the thing that I wanted, Factorio, that I said is weird. Factorio does zoom to cursor. But then when they zoom out, they also do zoom to cursor. I'm wondering when you do this. So now, it should, look, it zooms in towards the cursor. But when I zoom, no, it does zoom out away from cursor. But they have it as a setting. So, because they don't have it by default. But my ideal is zoom to cursor, but then zoom out from center. Ooh, I do kind of like zoom to cursor. Now that I know it's an option. Ooh, but you really need the extra setting of zoom out from center. Invert zoom. If enabled, inverts the direction the camera zooms when you use the scroll wheel. No. Invert y-axis. No. Screen panning. I haven't noticed it being a problem. Zoom sensitivity. Simulation threads. Maximum number of threads used for the simulation vastly improves the performance for large factories, but can decrease stability. Simulation details. Moderate. What was I looking for? I don't even know. Cursor. Cursor seems fine. Color mode. Tutorial off. I completely forget what I was looking for. Something. I feel like I'm going to get annoyed by that mouse thing. Put it back. Zoom to cursor. When I go to zoom out, it's going to bug me. Zooming in, I like it, but I can always just move around. We're fine. Music packs. I really like the music. Hotkeys. There was something I was looking for, and now I forgot it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I was looking for a timer. I didn't see an option for that. And I don't know that there would be one. Or just something to show time on the screen. That is what I was looking for. Alright, so, while I was doing that, did 3 minutes pass, is the question. The whites have not started getting delivered yet. I'm going to assume so. So, we need to switch this one. Cool. I could let it do half and half. I think we're good. Ooh, that doesn't look like a full belt, but that's because we increased the speed to 150. That is why. I'm gonna convince myself that is why. I could go work on this one, or I can start working on the next milestone. The next milestone. Oh, we're a little bit over an hour into the video. The next milestone is these. Yeah, but I already have those. I mean, we have yellow. We would need teal. Teal is going to be green and blue. We have green and blue. Should not have made this in the middle of here. Do I want to make more yellow? It's not like it really hurts, but I don't know. I should do my color mixing out here somewhere. So it seems like we have plenty of yellow. I think I would just pull off of this one. For the teal, we want green and blue. That feels like a hassle. I should have a manifold of all the colors. Easily accessible. But you want them in different areas. Green and blue. The blue is the pain. It's not that much of a pain. That one. It's a little bit of a pain. Alright. If I come right here, then I go down, I come up, go down, come over, come up, go in, bam, that's making teal. This yellow. Wait, we don't need yellow. Okay. I did need yellow for... Hey, we got our first one. Okay, we're gonna hope that's good. So this is supposed to be making teal. And then the other one we wanted was yellow. The yellow is right here. I didn't copy those outputs. Why didn't I copy those outputs? Nobody knows. This one. This one. Good enough for me. So, yellow. I'm in the up. Yellow comes over here. Why? I don't know. Because I'm going to move the flowers, which are going to get cut. Do I want to send a second line of flowers? Probably. So we want to use both halves, so I don't want to use that eliminator half. I might make a new half cutter. I might. The thing is, right now I'm not even using a lot of these flowers because they're just sitting stuck. No, these are getting used. What the hell are you getting used for? Oh, those are the ones that I'm splitting off. Bad example. So these ones, we're not even using this middle row. We are, just very, very slowly. I saw it move. There it goes, it moved again. Very slowly. Kind of just want to send another. But sending another means setting up a lot of miners. It's not a big deal to do it. One of them, two of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So let's think about this. That could go like that. Hey, we started delivering pieces. Wait, I'm already delivering the 35,000, even though we skipped the other. No way! You can start delivering right away. Wonder if you can just skip these. There's no way you can just skip these. I'm gonna do the check marks, especially because I think I already sent the 6,000 and the 8,000 maybe. 8,000 would take 4 minutes, so we might not have done that yet. That's not ideal. Alright, let's just bring this out one. What the hell is going on? Stop. How are you even connecting to that? That doesn't make sense. These ones. Stop. There we go. That's what I want. Except this one needs to connect. With this one, they all connected. That corner. So this would send me a whole nother 3 belts of flowers. They're gonna take forever to get down here. Forever. And they're using up like 200 of these. Do I care? Nope. Nope, nope. Now that I think about it though, why do I really want to use these colors? Just because I'm already making them. But it just becomes a convoluted mess a little bit. Where I could just make new colors somewhere else. I make new colors somewhere else. These parts don't really share anything with those parts. And I don't want them to share. I could make like 3 full belts of these milestones, because this one looks super simple, and all it does... Oh, because I have to figure out the stupid pins, that's why I stopped looking at it. Yeah, but we are going to need the flowers. So, if we look at you, and we do quarter view, what does that do? That's pretty cool. So we need 2 sets of the yellows, 2 sets of the teals. 4 sets total. I'm thinking. 4 sets total. I don't know if it really helps me. Hey, we did have a lot of the white ones. Did I send enough? I don't know if it helps me having the 3rd belt versus just having 2 belts. Because 3 belts means that I have to use 1.5 of each. Hey, we sent enough. Do I think I've already sent 4 minutes worth of the yellow and whites? I don't see the yellow and whites. There they are. Maybe. Now that I know that it's, which it makes sense, it was already registering the next ones. I just wouldn't think it would show it up here, I guess. I mean, I can always just plug it in. And we would unplug this one, go down, unplug this one, unplug that one. Plug in this one. And then if I think I have enough yellow and whites, we would just cut this one. Right now, these are backed up a bit anyway. It's not like this belt's going to be able to handle the outputs of both. Kind of can because of the increased speed, but only a little bit. No, it'll still back up like crazy, especially these were already built up. It would help if I plugged in this one's output. It would. All right, I think I do want to cut this yellow and white. Let's do it. Hey, we started delivering. Why does it feel like these aren't actually going at full speed? It looks good. I wonder if there's an easy way. Ooh, there would be an easy way. Would there? To have these so that they share inputs. What does that mean exactly? Oh, especially if I use 2 or 3 layers. Oh, I can make it so that you just plug in one and it goes from one right to the next. So then I wouldn't have to deal with all of this. What do I mean? Come over here. So right now, kind of want those inputs for my testing. I could probably fit these on 2 platforms instead of 4 as well. Probably. Okay, we're gonna put this right here. Go underground. So you are on the bottom, correct? You are on the top. The output is over here. And it takes 4 of these currently. Oh, before I set this up, I should get the final speed upgrades for these. But I could set it up right now even. I would just set it up using 4 platforms. This is such a mess. Alright, this one is gonna come down, come up. It's beautiful. Get rid of these. Cool. I'm thinking. We're always thinking. So the tricky thing is, I really do want to find out what like the final speeds for all of them are before doing this. Tricky thing is, I would also have to send 3 belts of these onto the next ones. And really, I'd want the outputs to go, okay, I'm not going to do this right now is what I'm figuring out. I will mess with that though, once I have the final speeds. Will I? It would save me so much space, so many platforms, so much complexity. It would be pretty. Hey, did we send enough of the white and yellows? We're about to find out. This one. Claim it. Okay, so far I have 24 of these. We're trying to use that to get the final ones. So, the cutting speed, 45. This one is going to be 180. I guess I can see what all the final ones are, except for stacking, which is going to be 45. 45, 180. So, it's 4-to-1 ratio. Stack or bend, 4-to-1. Right now, I've got it set up. Why are you like this? There we go. I've got it set up with 6-to-1. Huh. Because I'm not using the bent stackers. I'm not using the bent stackers. Oh, that's the real problem. So if it was 4-to-1, then I could fit 2 of these onto one very easily. What did we just finish? We finished the white and yellow, which I already disconnected. So that's good. Could have disconnected a while ago. Yeah, I could have. But I kind of did. Because if we look, these are already the new ones. Yeah, but it's a long path. So white and yellow is still right here. When do the blues come in? The blues, that's still white and yellow. They're zooming by. Why are you guys zooming so fast? White and yellow, white and yellow, white and yellow, white and yellow. White and yellow. Hey, oh, still white and yellow. There we go. Once I zoom out enough, then it shows me the preview. Except, of course, we're using 3 layers. There we go. All the way back here. Okay. 35,000 of those. Then we can find out what the pin thing is, which will be nice. But I was starting to set up for that. How was I setting up for that? Because I ran a new thing of flowers down. Where is that second thing of flowers? All the way over here. And we need teal and yellow. Teal? So we're going to need all 3 colors. Okay, I overdid it with this, but whatever. Whatever. So we've got a red. Got a blue. Am I just pulling from that same green? Because if so, I just pull off of that green line. There's a green right here. I mean, really, I can do this wherever. There's a green, a red, a blue. I have lots of space right here. I don't hate it. I kind of just want to have them all on this side of the line. Even though it's stupid, I don't like doing the crossing over too much. We have plenty of platforms. We'll see if we have plenty of platforms. I could always free some up, and we'll get a bunch for finishing this milestone, I'm sure. So, if I'm doing that, then I don't really need these flowers to go all the way down here. I should do the shift, delete. I'd rather run these down, because everything needs to head down towards the base. We can combine the paints over here somewhere, like right here. Pipes. We can also have more lines than this. It's fine. On a single pipe. guess I'm doing the paint mixing. Like here. Somewhere here. Claim it. Alright, yellow, blue. Yellow and teal. Green and blue. Green and red. Paint mixers are in my blueprint book. This is 4x paint. Yippee. We only made the one mixer. One mixer. So, 4x mixer. 4x mixer is what this is. I was setting this up to do exactly what I'm going to do. This. That's what I want. So this, Control S. This one is a 4. And it's a mixer. And it's a 1.4x paint mixer. 4x paint. 1.4x. This one. Blueprint. Probably don't even need the single paint. Or if I do, I could grab it out of a 4x. Most of the time I'm going to be doing 4x. So I should just make 4x for like almost all of these. Because I like sending full belts full of stuff. So now I could just delete this. Let's delete this for now. And probably delete this blue. And go under. We were under. That one. Way easier to see if I zoom out to the side. Okay. These ones. Cool. This one. So that is one of the ones that I want. And then the teal is green and blue. Green and blue. Come back up. Perfect. All right, we've got teal, we've got yellow. The next thing I need are these flowers to be cut in half. The flower cut in half. So where am I doing that whole splaying thing? I mean, I do have my splay thing set up, but I was doing that right here, it looks like. So how does this work? Gets a full one. Ooh, it's doing exactly what I want. That is actually perfect. Okay. That is the process that I want. It even has the painters up here. Ooh. That is the exact process that I want. Do I want them slightly skewed for half? I don't know. I'm just going to copy this and paste it, and we can always move it around. This is why we're working with all this space. I need to hit Control Z, Control V, go down a layer. Go down a layer when I copy and paste it. This was not the thing. Where was the thing? The thing. Was this the thing? It does look like the thing. All right, let's go look. Milestones. At the shape that I'm going to be making next. So I am going to be skewing them. Like half of them one way, half of them the other. So this is correct. The stacking part, we're not going to do that yet. So we need to go down a layer, copy, this. Control C. So this is a full shape to splayed half and half. That feels like it's excessive to make into a single blueprint, but I can make parts of this into a blueprint, which I think I have. Alright, that looks like everything. And really, I am going to need 2 of these. That should be exactly what I want. If I'm feeding it a full belt, I think that'll be just right. So the fluid, I want to flip this. Guess so. I placed that while I was underground, which means I need to come above ground. This one. That one's gonna hook up right there. These need to pull off from one of the layers. So we could do the up-up, which means doing a down-down, which I should just make a 4-down blueprint for. So this one. That doesn't... Oh, yeah. That feels right. This comes all the way down to here. Then we hit C. Comes into there. It's beautiful. Okay, we already have flowers flowing. So this one, I don't even have to do a thing like that. We've already got teal. Let that start flowing. Then we just need to figure out how the stupid pins work, which there's a chance that I don't want to build this right here once I find out how the pins work. There's also a chance that I want these to be up closer to these, because that makes sense to me. Now would be the time to fix that. The stupid underground. Now would be the time to fix it. So we are underground right now. Fluid. Fluid is on top. It's beautiful. All right. Those should start making the exact piece that I wanted. We have 18.9 thousand of these. 19. 34 research points. I do need to make... Once we get the final speed upgrades, we can make the final splitters that don't use this many and that just plug into each other and give me a full belt out on each side. Yeah, because if anything, I would rather just have these, like, 4 of these in a row, I don't want to have to do all this extra belt routing, basically. That makes sense to me. And like this section, I like how this is handling it. I don't remember how it's handling it, but whatever it's doing, it's got pass through. I like it. Could I do it with half as many? I don't know, but just the fact that I don't have to route the belts between this one and this one saves me so much space. And I've kind of got that with these 2 half ones, except they should be on a single one anyways. What about these? Could I make these onto a single one? No. That's where 3 layers is weird. If it was 4 layers, then I could use all 4 of these. If there was a normal, an up, an up, an up, up, then I could take one of the belts, split into all 4 of those. I could also do the 3 sides. How does that work? I don't know. God, it's weird. Because technically, these have 4 inputs per layer. 4 sets of 4. And there are 3 layers. So there are quite a few inputs and outputs. And I'm not making use of a lot of them. But there's no need to do the complexity because they give you a whole bunch of platforms. I did just spend a bunch, but we've got our yellow things coming. That is what I wanted, right? Yellow things. So, half of them are facing one way, half are facing the other way. Oh, the stupid pins. The pins are going to have to be splayed out as well. We're going to find out how to get them. Is that going to be next episode? That's definitely going to be next episode. But I feel like we're going to be well set up for it. Because this is already ready to go. So next time could be, if we look. Oh, really? I could just go plug these in. Oh, we could do that. 7,000, 7,000. I can't do the next step. You don't... Oh, you do have pins. What? What does that mean? What the hell do you mean? Huh. So no, I can't start turning it in. What the hell are pins? Explain yourself. Pin pusher. Click to show the rewards gained for this upgrade. No, screw that. Just click to show the rewards gained for this upgrade. Technology briefing. New tasks. Yeah, but we've already got these. 625 color mixing. So we're gonna unlock pin pusher. Pin pusher pushes the shape up and creates a support pin below every non-empty quarter of the first layer. When they say quarter, I think they actually mean sixths. It's just we're playing in hex mode or whatever. This technology is not unlocked yet. So, it sounds like only need one of these. Interesting seeing them back to back to back. It looks like the first one isn't actually doing anything. But it must be. It's just more obvious once you get more of them. More information. Pushes a support pin. Utilizing this technology, you can create shapes that would otherwise be impossible, with large gaps and sections elevated by multiple layers. Attempting to push a shape over 4 layers, 5 on insane difficulty, will cause the excess layers to be destroyed. 5 on insane difficulty. How do I know what difficulty I'm on? I don't know. Alright, good to know. So we're just waiting. I don't need to wait. We can do that next episode. All right, I'm going to let this run. It's not even going to take that long, but let it run for the few minutes that it takes to get that. Whenever I come back, we will do pins and get this next one plugged in and ready to go. But for now, that is going to do it for this trainless episode. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one.